everyone. Welcome to Lex Talk World Talk Show presented by Clickaway Creators. Today we have Abhishek Rajendra Lunkad with us. Like the quote says, a lawyer with his briefcase can steal more than 100 men with guns, being the ancestral practice and he being the third generation lawyer of Lunkad Vakil or Lunkad Kankaria and Associates. He's ready to take up the challenge and solve the issues and glitches faced by clients in the field of taxation. He completed his LLM from Vishwakarma University and joined practice in year 2019. In his training period, he got himself well acquainted from one of the most prominent Supreme Court lawyer, advocate Ashutosh Srivastava, to start the roller coaster ride in the field of taxation laws. Since then, it was never looking back for him. Now it's been 3 years since he's advising clients on various important matters of tax law. Well, Abhishek is also an avid lover of cricket, if I'm not wrong, and also has a keen interest in reading books and gaining knowledge, of course, like every other lawyer, right? Hello, Abhishek. Without any further ado, we're absolutely excited and thrilled to have you here, and I cannot wait to know about your journey as a legal professional so far.
I am also quite excited to get myself known to the world. So let's get to it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, anything that you would like to throw light on specifically when it comes to your journey as a legal professional, Abhishek?
Actually, I was never going to study law. Basically, after my schooling, it was quite evident because my grandfather was also an advocate. My father is also an advocate. So they by default thought that he will become an advocate. But I did not as such get into the field straight away. I started my career with chartered accountancy, but I failed miserably, which hampered my growth or which gave me a phase where I was badly in trauma that I need someone to support. And that was very hurting me for my progress. But with help of my father or with help of my family, I overcame all the things. And then someone gave me a book to read. And from there, I decided that law is the perspective for me, if not chartered accountancy, because the book that I was reading was of the famous lawyer advocate Ujjwal Nikam sir, in which he or the writer elaborated his journey. So that was very much needed for me to boost my career.
Great. So, is that the reason, or this is the reason that made you pursue a career in the field of law?
Actually, that's the main reason why I decided to pursue the field of law, because as I told, my father, my grandfather, both were advocates. So that field was very much open for me. But after reading that book, I realized that law can also be made a very well deserved career if you practice your heart in it.
So, how do you like it here? How do you like the field of law?
Basically, gathering knowledge on daily basis. Like today, Supreme Court is working day in, day out for justice. Every other court are working continuously for the same. And to gather those knowledges and to advise client accordingly to the need is the need of R for every aspect or every segment of the society. So that was very much in my thought process that I need to develop the world into a better place with various skills that are available.
Thank you so much for throwing light on this topic, Abhishek. Now, how prolific is this field of tax law? Because, law, of course, you have already given an overview about it. And where do you find the most fulfillment of work?
To me, tax law has been the root cause because my family belongs to tax law only. My father, my grandfather, both were tax lawyers. So I also decided to pursue it in tax law as well. But while pursuing, I had a brief research over various lawyers, like before times, means in ancient time or in 19th century, there were no lawyers, or there were no numerous lawyers practicing in the field. So at that time, the famous personality, advocate Nanoba Palkhiwala, so he was also a tax lawyer, and right now the main lawyer, or one of the main lawyers, advocate Harish Salve sir, he also pursued the field of tax laws. So tax laws are underrated, but tax laws are very much complicated, which people feel that instead of gaining knowledge from tax laws, we can go through courts. But I find it quite challenging, because every year there is being budget presented by the finance ministry, and then there are certain changes that are coming into the field. So adapting to that changes and advising the clients is the most heinous job, or most most hard job, I feel, because if you give any wrong advice, so he might pay more taxes, or he might pay more money than intended.
Absolutely, absolutely correct, Abhishek. Also, now coming back to the changes that come, with every year and new budget and all those things, the revolutionary step of GST, goods and service tax, was taken in the year 2017, I guess, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
Since then, how are the tax professionals approaching their GST? Just a quick overview on that.
Yeah, no problem. Basically, after 2017, at that time, I was still studying in my final year, and then I started working with my father as well. My father advised me that till this period, I controlled the office. Now it's your duty, because the GST tax was new to everyone, and since the implementation of GST, it's been almost 4 years, and there's no such period that it is not challenging. Maybe there are several changes that are coming after every 3 months, every 6 months. Still, the stability of GST law is somewhat coming into shape, but it's not purely out of shape. It's in shape, but not purely out of shape. But it's challenging because there are new amendments being coming. There are new certain enactments that has been done by the government, which need to be updated to the clients as well as to the lawyers and those who are practicing in the same field. So the main challenge that we possess are gaining the knowledge, because from 2017 till 2021, there are numerous changes being taken place, and those changes need to get adapted with us, with clients, with the environment around us. And so the challenges are quite a lot of challenges, but when you are in field of law, you need to face those challenges with same attitude.
Absolutely, as your intro said the same thing. All right, coming back to changes, as we were talking about the changes, so in this era of legal technology, what are the most commonly tools for you?
Well, we as a team, or I being an individual lawyer, what we basically do are we think and read maximum number of books on various topics. Like for example, if there is change being made in Income Tax Act, so we go and have a discussion after reading various articles and books. So we basically do a lot of reading, and for that process we need to have all the books with us. And basically, if you could see behind me, there are quite a few books which are in huge pages. So that's the main motto in this legal field. But as you said, technology is changing, so we get updated by maybe through online websites as well. So the less the knowledge, the less is your practice. So the more the knowledge, the more you gain.
Great. And talking about time, like obviously, time is money in any profession, and in legal space, obviously, most of all. How do you ensure you make the best of your time as a lawyer?
basically being, as I told, being in the field. So what we do is every week or every month, we have a seminar within ourselves. Like me and my team have a seminar within ourselves. So we discuss various topics in field of tax, GST, maybe other field as well, because till date, maybe my father only has visited High Court, but now it's my turn to visit High Court as well. So to gather that, we need to have various topics with us. So gaining knowledge and improvising the same and carrying forward the same is the main motto. And as you said, time is money. So various topics get discussed when we all are discussing with each other. So as I told that if I give a certain topic that you need to study GST, he needs to study income tax, and I will study both, and we'll have a seminar with it, and we'll discuss the various points that have been changed in last month, in last 15 days or last week. So that's what we focus on, because it's not possible to read everything every day. So you need to gather it from wherever you get the maximum.
Right, absolutely. And the discussion obviously leads to more perspectives and, what are different opinions, and you get the insight about different topics that way. So last question, but my favorite question. Please tell us about a complex issue that you have worked on, and describe the complexity of it, basically, if you can. And also, how did you approach it?
So actually, it's turned out a complex right now, but since the implementation of GST, as I joined practice, we have a client who's supplying locomotive parts to the government of India. So basically, in GST, according to the GST law, it is applicable under 18%. And the government of India have issued us a statement, return statement, that you need to charge us 12%. So it was a 6% loss in the revenue for the government, for which they issued us a notice that you need to pay those 6% and reduce the revenue that you are carrying with you. So basically, when we were issued the notice by the department, we gathered all the proofs, and after every order, the government gave us in writing that you need to charge us 12%. So all those documents were collected by us. Maybe in 3 years, we were having around 300 to 400 documents. So that was submitted by us, and then the the authorities told us that still they told us the same thing, that we are not going to accept this. You have to pay the 6%. But by any help or anything, maybe a petition was filed in the High Court of Bombay that the dealer who filed the petition was doing the same thing that my client was doing. He also was supplying locomotives to Government of India. He filed the same petition that department or the revenue authorities are asking for 6%. So in which the High Court favored the decision in our side. Although I was not a part in that, but the same incidents happened with my client, which gave us the result. And now we are fighting the same battle, and hopefully we are going to win the same.
Well, that's quite complex and interesting at the same time, Abhishek. And thank you so much. Sadly, we have come to an end of our conversation. But thank you again very much for sharing such great insights. And I'll be looking forward to having a chat on some other legal trending topic.
Thank
right?
you.
And for our viewers, if you like this chat with Abhishek, please like and share this video. And also do not forget to subscribe to ClickAway Creators YouTube channel to appreciate what we do. And you have more coming from industry legal leaders like Abhishek. This is Bharti for Lex Talk signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.